Welcome back. Well, a beautiful home improvement project starts with more than quality craftsmanship. It starts with clear expectations. Joining us live today is Kevin LaMarco, owner of K.P. Exteriors, to talk about the importance of a well-written contract and how homeowners can protect themselves. Kevin, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again.
This is a huge part of what you do, the contracts, right?
Absolutely. I think that's the most critical, other than probably the concept and design.
So what do people need to know about contracts? What should they be expecting from who they're working with?
So contracts should be clear and concise. Obviously, you have that pre-meeting, that pre-proposal meeting, and then you get everything ironed out. But when you guys go and are going to execute that contract, the scope of work should be included, time frame, the materials, everything that you're going to use, and the most important thing is also itemizations of any unforeseen circumstances, I would say.
Okay, and the benefit of this, it really protects both parties involved.
Exactly, and that's the idea of a fair contract, right? It's making sure that everybody's protected. So if that's all displayed in the contract in writing, then everybody's protected in that.
Now, it is common for homeowners to go around, get multiple quotes, but you say if people do that, there are a few red flags to be aware of, vagueness being one of them, right?
Vagueness is key. I mean, we've been in situations where we go against, other contracts or other contractors, and nothing's listed. The material's not listed. What they're going to do, time frame, whether it's a roof or siding, the underlayment, how you're going to protect the home while construction is going on, things like that. So it's got to be very clear and concise, and also making sure that the homeowners understand it.
Okay, so we want specifics. Now, another thing that people should be wary of is if there's any sort of buying pressure involved, right?
Right, yeah. So one thing that K.P. LaMarco is not is a sales and marketing company that does this. We're a true contractor. So what our process is when we come in and do our site valuation, get and understand the wants and needs of the project, go back, put the proposal together. And our proposals are so detailed and thorough that we try to answer a lot of questions before the buying decision is made. But in return of that is making sure that everything is clear and concise, and then making sure, obviously other contracts can vary in that, but vagueness is a huge key to look out for.
Okay, now people, of course, are always asking about price. They want to know how much things are costing. But you say a red flag is if something comes in way lower than all of the other estimates you're getting, correct?
Right, and that should be explainable.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, there's obviously like, okay, if there's a huge discrepancy in cost, that has to be explained.
Sure.
And what I would do, and anybody should do, is go back to the contract that may be a little bit higher and ask to explain that. And then don't be afraid to show the other contract or the offering of the other contract, because any good contractor, their goal is to making sure that you're making an educated buying decision. Okay,
now this is also important. You say if there's no change order process written in there, that's a bit of a red flag.
Right, because then it leads to like that old saying, it's a handshake deal, right?
Right.
Can you do this?
Which is never good.
It's never good.
Yeah.
Writing. The best way to do that is getting it in writing, but also reverting back to an itemized cost of square footage or lineal cost or whatever the project may consist of.
Yeah, and this all ties into the vagueness, but you want warranty information in there too.
Oh, absolutely. So even when our proposals are sent out, we sent the warranty information behind that. We have our own, K.P. LaMarco has their own warranty, our labor warranty, but also include the manufacturer's warranty as well.
Okay, all important to look out for. And this is great. You say all your contracts are accessible electronically, and you say that's a big deal. People should be looking for someone who has that.
I think that's key, right? I mean, because things happen, right? Busy lifestyle, busy kids, family. Contracts paper can get lost. So it's always advisable to make sure you have a digital footprint of the contracts, and then you can always revert back to it.
Okay, great. And I just want to mention, of course, you work all around our state. If people are interested in looking at one of your contracts, checking you out, how do we get started with you?
Absolutely. You can call us at 203-415-6773, and you can always go to kplamarco.com.
All right, Kevin LaMarco, thanks so much as always.
Absolutely. Thank you.